Sup guys, let's get right into the Woodwind hiding spots. Here's how I will do things around here. I am going to rank these hiding spots on a scale of 1 to 4. What do they mean though? Well, I will tell you, of course. 1 means that they are not a recommended spot to hide in. While on paper this may look like a hiding spot, the results have been unfortunate most of the time. 2 means this hiding spot is much better than the 1 spot, but there are way better hiding spots out there. This spot is also used if there are no hiding spots nearby. 3 means this hiding spot works great and has a small flaw, and works as a good hiding spot most of the time. There are still better spots out there, of course. 4, the best of the best. While the ghost still has a tiny chance to get you, only if you use any electronics, of course, these spots will still work the best on this map. You should not die in this spot if you hide without getting assessed or caught. I will also mention on how to escape the Deogen too, since that ghost does not care if you hide. Now let's get started, shall we? The first hiding spot I'm going to mention are the barrels on the right side of the start of the investigation. This spot may not be the best, since if you have to run there, it is quite open since the map is very open for such a tiny map. Nevertheless, I'm still giving this spot a 4. It is a good spot that the ghost should not happen to walk by. Next spot is right across the barrels, and it is just a stack of coolers next to the white tent. This is another 4 right here, as it is not super open, and I would say this is the second best hiding spot in the map. We stumble across the CANOPY tent that contains what it seems a hiding spot. Well, on paper it looks like a good spot at least. Unfortunately, that is not the case here. The spot gets a 1. This spot gets a 1 because the ghost has caught me there multiple times even after I smudged it. Do not hide here. Let's head towards the bathrooms, not the back rooms. Difference there. It's a small hut that contains 2 bathroom stalls, 2 showers on top of that. These spots get a 3. It can be a bit risky if the ghost does happen to stumble further into the hut, but it can be heavily countered if you smudge it as it comes in, as it most likely won't wander back in. There is still a chance, of course, otherwise there are plenty of better hiding spots out there. Knocking these 2 hiding spots out of the way because they're easy as hell to identify, there are just 2 small purple tents. Both are easily a 4. You can easily access these after you loop the ghost around the area too. Another spot consists of an unusual stack of coolers, because you just love stacks of coolers being hiding spots, don't you? It's going to be besides the blue tent, yet another easy 4, pretty self-explanatory. We've been seeing some tents not get some love here, so let's give them some love, shall we? The left side of the red tent is a pretty neat spot here, however, it just gets a 2 from me. Big tents have not always been the best spots to begin with, and this spot specifically will most likely be used if there are no spots nearby. Last spot is inside the yellow tent, and there are a bunch of rolled up sleeping bags. God, what a 4 that is, right? Probably the easiest 4 of all time, if I'll be honest. This spot can make you very vulnerable against a Deogen if you don't know if it is a Deogen or not, so watch out for that. Speaking of the Deogen can easily be looped around the outer area of the campfire logs, or it can also be looped around the lover's bench area too.